didn't have a lot during training camp. Got hurt the first preseason game. I think it was the first preseason game on the field. He had got like 2 plays in it. He got hurt on a field goal or extra point. I can't remember, but yeah. So it's just to get him some reps back in there and get him working. I mean, Spencer's been doing a nice job, but Dan deserves an opportunity to get in there as well. So we wanted to rep both guys and kind of, you know, do it by committee and see how it went. So my plan was to give Dan a series a quarter, which I hope was working out to about 25 to 30 plays, which was his pitch count. And then we only had 50 plays in the game, and so it turned out being what he played about even.
And do you kind of feel like Jake has done a good enough job at center that you're not going to touch that?
Yeah, right now Dan is the backup center. Dan's been repping both guards and center. He'll be the next center in. We had Blake Hance working at center as our backup previous weeks. Now that Dan's back, he'll be the backup and be the inside swing between 3 inside guys.
Will you alternate moving forward, or is that?
I think it's a week-to-week decision. I really do. I think that we'll look at each week and see. You know, always if you have a player, we've always believed if we have guys that are kind of playing close to the same, you let them play and see if one guy kind of rises above or not, and we'll see where it ends up. But right now, Dan deserves an opportunity to get in there and play a little bit. And plus, you know, and we're not just doing Dan a favor. It was good for Spencer, especially being his first game against number 99. It was a good chance for Dan to get in there and have an opportunity who's played against him, and maybe, you know, give Spencer a chance to have a blow.
After the game, Spencer was very complimentary of Dan and how Dan, during the course of the week, kind of sat down with him and made sure that he was ready to play 99. Can you talk a little bit about how much Dan has meant, you know, even while he's been hurt, to some of those younger guys in the room?
Yeah, Dan Brunskill is a tremendous in his preparation. I mean, he just does a great job. We do this thing that started before I took over the line here. We assign each player a defensive lineman to break down, and then on Saturday night we get together and we talk about it, you know. And then so Trent will read one guy, and you get the idea. And to hear Trent and Dan's reports are really, really astonishing. They do a great job. And Dan is just a student of the game. I mean, he just really studies it. The detail, his points of emphasis are outstanding. And so he was able to pass on to everybody. I mean, he gave a clinic to the whole room on how to play, his opinion on how to play 99. Now, it's just how do you die a slow death? It's not how you block it, it's just how you die a slow death. I'm just not going to die right away. Now, Dan, we all know that 99's going to win, and that's what he does. He's the greatest, you know, he's one of the best defensive linemen to ever play the game. But Dan has got, you know, the approach, and Dan's approach is one that everybody sees on film. The difference when Dan says it, Dan's actually gone out and executed. It's one thing you can watch guys do something, but then to go out and actually do it with the bright lights of Monday Night Football, and there's the guy right in front of you, and the first time he hits you, you go, oh my gosh, this guy is really strong and really fast and really good. Do I trust my technique enough to keep doing it? Dan's had those reps, and so he was able to help the other guys in the room.
How did Dan come